If you look at Zillow, and I did this morning just to kind of have some reference, try and search homes in our community that are $280,000 or less that a family can live in. Today I found one house. There's 66,000 people living in our 3-county area, or homes in our 3-county area. One that we would say might be affordable. And I say that because the homes that Habitat built cost us somewhere around $300,000 to build. There's one for sale in that price range, besides the ones that we're doing, right? We're building 5 or 6 homes a year for families that can afford them, right? How that math works is a little complicated, but it's a percentage of their income goes towards their mortgage. They're buying these homes. We're building affordable homes for families in need, and there are a lot of families. If you look at the growth rates in this area, about 1% a year, 66,000 homes, 1%, 660 homes a year. We need to fill that growth rate, and there's one for sale. One being for sale every day, that's not even half of what we need, right? So there's a real need, there's real families in need. You're going to hear from some of those families today who have had that experience of going through the Habitat program and being blessed with that home that is a sustainable place for them to call home, for their families to grow and thrive in our community. Can't do it well. So, to start things off, Pastor Gordon Starkenberg from this very welcome Presbyterian church that offered to have us here today is going to come up and do a little blessing for the morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And I'm just so grateful to be invited together with all of you. I want to say welcome as a pastor of this church. We are so excited to have the opportunity to host this important event, and we love our partnership with Habitat, and we look forward to next steps from here. And as someone who moved here in 2021, that story resonates very directly. It was an interesting challenge just getting here, so and I know many of you are aware of that. So let's take a moment now to just center ourselves. I invite you to join me in a spirit of prayer. Gracious and good Creator, God, we have many names for you as our fortress, our rock, our home. And as we hold these names for you, we acknowledge just how widespread the need is for a sense of home, for a place to have comfort and security, a landing spot after hard days and long nights. We hold the reality that for many, many people in this region and beyond, that is not easily attainable or entirely unrealistic. And so God, we stand before you seeking guidance, asking for your Spirit, for your grace to be present among us, to give us energy and enthusiasm and passion to continue to work towards an equitable world where everybody has a shot at a place to live, where everyone has their chance to get on their feet, to take next steps to thrive in their community, and to provide their future generation the opportunity to thrive as well. So be with us in this time. We ask that you bless our conversations, bless these stories that we hear, open our hearts and minds to receive them and discern just how you are calling us to move out from today. We hold all of this as we come together in your name. Amen. Amen.
Okay, I failed to introduce myself. My name is Frank Siepker. I'm with the board. I've been with Habitat for about 4 years or so now. And, this is a really passionate thing I have about finding sustainable homes for our families. It's no fun to wonder where you're going to be tomorrow. You know you've got a place to come home to is something that's very important. So, to introduce our CEO, Wendy Irvin. She's been with us over 10 years. Her passion for the community and these houses and these families is incredible. And she's going to give us a little bit of vision about our mission. Welcome, Wendy.
Last week, exactly a week ago, was a day I don't think I'll ever forget. We had closed left the National Day of Prayer Breakfast, and our staff was meeting at our location, our headquarters location, to greet a new partner family that our board had elected, our committees have vetted through. They did all the hard work. We evaluated on the ability to afford the home, credit scores, are they able to be sustainable when they purchase a home? We look at their needs. They definitely had a need. They had made a decision to try to save money. They moved into a family's basement, and it was dark. They didn't have any windows. They had 3 children. They thought that it would be temporary, but they couldn't find anything anywhere. And the father was working 60, 70 hours a week. That it just didn't help. No matter what he did, it didn't help. And he was losing hope. Didn't know how to share that with his family. They were dealing with some mold issues, and the children were getting sick. So we had vetted through the selection process, and we knew this family had a need. And were they willing to partner with us? That's the final component of the work that we do. They were ready. They did all their homework. They were passionate. They knew they wanted to make a difference. When we get a phone call from a Habitat or potential homeowner, it's because they want to change their lives. They've already made the decision. They want to make an impact. So we want to be there to greet that caller and to meet them where they're at, to make sure that we can offer them hope. So we met them in the office. They didn't know why they were coming. And I want to get checked out. Sally or Sally? Sally, our head of our homeowner services department, brought us all together, and she let them know that they were selected. And they cried and cried. They cried. I love it when men cry. And we cried with them. And I cried some more. I think an hour went past. It was hard. They were tears of joy, relief, disbelief. I think after an hour of sitting there, he said how he was still in shock. But what a beautiful opportunity. And I went off script this morning to share that with you. Because I'd like to share our partner family stories. But we have a lot of families here that would love to share their testimony with you. So I'd like to start by sharing some other things about the organization. Today's program is about impact, the life-changing and generational impact made by walking alongside members of our community who have a need, offering a hand up, not a hand out, giving hope, paving a path that leads to a place they intended to be. And in this case, the life change and the stability of a permanent and safe place to call home. We learned that homeownership is transformational, not only for the adults who we work side by side with our volunteers, but the children who are impressionable, and they greatly change through these experiences. Because housing is foundational to thriving communities and families, and healthy families. The affordable housing crisis in our region is daily front page news. Headlines like the county's home inventory below 300,000 has been notoriously scarce, which contributes to squeezing out the workforce in terms of homeownership. If you're here today and you accepted the invitation, then you're a change maker, and I know that you want to be part of this solution. The Habitat solution to affordable housing has been tried and true for 38 years in our 3-county region. And that's what I would like to share with you today. Our region's challenges, the impact of homeownership, and then our vision for our 3-county region. We have an urgent and compelling mission to address affordable housing issues in northern Michigan. Community leaders throughout the region have included affordable housing as one of their top issues to address. From United Way's ALICE report, which stands for the Asset Limited Constrained and Employed Population, to the region's recent 2023 Housing Needs Assessment, to Michigan's first state housing plan, That was ruled out last year. We're in Region D. These reports address challenges limiting access to safe, healthy, affordable housing for all. From countless studies and hundreds of pages of reports, we can derive at the following 3 key points. Counties in northern Michigan have the highest percentage of working people without the resources to home. Families with median income, once the core of our starter home market, have been priced out of our home ownership. 46% in Kalkaska and Leelanau County, households can't afford a modest home. 36% in Grand Traverse County. And these are families who are working hard, earning above federal poverty level, but not enough to afford the basic needs of housing, childcare, food, transportation, and healthcare. And the third key component is lack of affordable housing relates to the lack of workforce. It's threatening our local businesses and our key essential employees necessary for healthy and thriving communities. Many of these families would be eligible for Habitat homes, which would significantly improve their financial stability. Habitat's homeowners just in this past year represent schools, medical field, nonprofit, hospitality, and retail employers. And from the most recent housing needs assessment, Leelanau County has an overall housing gap of 2,335 units until 2027. The average sales price per house in Leelanau County in 2023 was more than $760,000. And only 6 homes in Leelanau County sold for less than $200,000. We had 4 of those. Grand Traverse County has an overall housing gap of 11,361 units till 2027. That means 75% of available housing in Grand Traverse County are priced at $300,000 or above. That leaves a very small share of homes priced between $200,000 and $300,000. And that's the price point that's typically sought by our middle income households. Habitat's rule of thumb is that 30% of their income goes towards housing. Our average mortgage is $200,000. That may surprise you, but with the increase and the challenges that we have, things have gone up, as you know, but 30% of their income goes towards housing. That is our rule of thumb. I'm often asked, why home ownership? What does that mean? What's the impact of home ownership? And Habitat has taken many years. In fact, we're here 38 years. Our international organization existed for 48 years. And the research says that greater economic stability and long-term wealth building is an outcome of home ownership. It's the first step to breaking a cycle of poverty. Homeowners on average have a net wealth that's 80 times higher than renters. And their fixed monthly payments help stabilize the family's budget. It allows them access to quality education, better test scores, higher high school graduation rates, and college attendance. I see that all the time. I've been in this position 12 years. I've watched families thrive. I've watched children have successful education opportunities, and it's amazing. It's a blessing to see. Their increased involvement in civic and social engagement, I also see that's true. Their cycle of giving is a powerful thing to see when a family serves in our community. The instinct instilled within them is to come back and serve others well. And their opportunity for better health, it improves physical and mental health in homeownership. All of these things are things that we don't normally think about. We take them for granted, but we don't really normally think about that as a donor, as a supporter of the work that we do. But there's so many different outcomes to homeownership. And it's not ever about one family served. It's about a community. It's about stabilizing the community. All of Habitat's programs assist people while they themselves help themselves from out of financial insecurity to financial stability. Our effective programs are poised to grow as the housing needs grow within our region. Our home ownership program is by far the most prominent. As you know, it's our opportunity for families to work alongside our volunteers. They put in sweat equity hours and they build relationships, which are so key to success of their future and sustainability. We also have a home repair program that you may or may not know about, and that also generates beautiful results and wonderful outcome to health and safe housing for Part of the housing plan incorporates home repair programs because we can't build our way out of the crisis. So we focus our work on home repair program as well. We have a buy and rehab program where we purchase homes back. We want to make sure that we're securing all of our housing inventory. If we have a homeowner that would sell a home, we have the opportunity to purchase it back through a deed restriction so that we can serve another family. We have financial and education and coaching. This is significant. This means that if we only can build 5, 8, 10 houses a year, we get phone calls from hundreds of individuals annually. And like I shared with you earlier about our newest partner family, if they're calling us, they have a reason. They're ready to take that leap of faith. They want to put the hard work in and they want to make a difference. We can't turn them away. So we want to make sure we meet them where they're at. Do they need financial coaching? Can they get a mortgage the traditional way? So we help them get through that process so they can come back to us or potentially purchase a home and be in home ownership on their own. That's a big, big piece of the work that's unknown. And then, of course, we do outreach and advocacy and to prepare our community every step of the way. When we enter into a new community with a new development, it's always appropriate to educate the community about who our homeowners are and what they can contribute to the community so we don't get opposition. So now we've come to the vision. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about this? We want and can build 47 homes, 3 counties, in 5 to 7 years. Beginning of this year, we completed the Maple City Crossings development. That was part of the plan. We started it and finished it. Where's Curtis, our project manager? Are you here? Yeah. I really feel like that project development went up overnight. I know it didn't. But what a beautiful opportunity for the families that live there. We know their stories. We get to see them thrive. Happy, healthy families. But let's take it a step further. We still have 47 opportunities. Those 6 are behind us. New Waves, a partnership with New Waves United Church of Christ. It's in Leelanau County. 14 homes, 20-acre parcel on Route 72. We've been working with their church and our pastor who approached us 7 years ago with a plan, and we worked with our stakeholders in the community to create opportunity for housing, which they felt was the #1 need in Leelanau County. And therefore, they brought in Habitat so that we could help. And we just started 14 homes, the beginning, phase 1 of 14 houses. And in order to do that, that planning process was in between the things of COVID, post-COVID. A lot of challenges, if you recall and still recall, rising costs of construction, containing our costs is a big thing. Serving more families, the need skyrocketed. So how do we serve more families? So what a puzzle, huge puzzle. We want to expedite the build. We want to do more, do better. So our green team and our construction team put their heads together and worked hard in the research like they always do. The same team that helped us through the Depot neighborhood years ago when we did the net zero solar community here in the city. And they brought back a beautiful vision for us. Precast concrete walls to help contain our costs, expedite the build, meets all of our energy efficient standards so we can serve more families. So another applause for our team, our great team for making that happen. Get a chance to go out and tour the property. I know Curtis and his team would love that. So go take a look at that opportunity. I know internationally, with all affiliates around the nation, are all around the state are trying to find even our builders that work beside us here in the community. We're all trying to find creative ways to overcome these challenges. So Habitat is right there as a builder, licensed builder, as a developer, trying to do all these things to keep pace to serve families with need, right? Deserving families. Another project is part of the Beta project in Grand Traverse County, Beta Transportation near headquarters. We have 15 Habitat single-family homes planned in the next few years. I love that opportunity. You know, it's localized, close to all the amenities that help make homeowners more successful, keep their costs down too. Transportation, childcare, a market, coffee shop, anything that I think is, you know, helps make life just a little easier, and can use those additional funds for other things that they need, like healthcare, childcare. In our third county in Kalkaska, we just purchased property in the village of Kalkaska, and our architect has a beautiful vision for us to build 18 homes. We will build townhomes, 3 buildings, and some of the units are larger, some are smaller, 1,100 square foot home, 1,100 square feet and 900, so we can accommodate varied household sizes, which is the trend. So we want to make sure that we can diversify our opportunities and serve all families with need. So what will it take to get 47 homes built in 3 counties in 5 to 7 years? It's $218,000 a home. That's charitable contributions. I know Frank mentioned some numbers earlier. He was talking bigger picture of operations as well. We benefit from restore revenue. We benefit from mortgage receipts. So when you take it down to charitable contributions, it's $218,000 a home. If you multiply that out by 47, if you're good at math, that's over $10 million in charitable donations. A big audacious goal. We need 50% of that up front to get started. That's really our requirement as a healthy, sustainable organization, that we have to fundraise at least 50% before we can start the project. So that takes us down to $5 million. We've already raised over $1 million. So we're down to a little over $4 million is our gap, $4,217,000. I want you to pray about that. We invited you here intentionally so that you could pray over it, plant the seeds, and with the hope that our vision will be successful. So before our partner families share their stories, which are amazing, I just wanted to share that this is providing home ownership to our community, provides quality of life, economic stability, sense of community, and pride in home ownership. I'm going to turn it over to Tom. We're going to watch a video, and then we'll hear our beautiful families share their personal testimonies. Thank you all for being here. I hope to talk to you afterwards, so I will stay as long as it takes to speak to every one of you in English.